Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and I decided to do an inventory of all my pads and everything, and I think I have more than I need. However, this you're looking at literally almost 30 years of accumulation here, and way back when I first started, there wasn't many choices for pads. Actually, the pads I used to use the most were these green stripe pads. Well, I used those almost entirely under my rotary for many years, and then when I got my Orbitech 617, which would have been late 2000s, this was my the green stripe pads for my usually what I used under that. Although I did get when I got the 617, I also got the pads that came with it as well. But I used these a lot because they work just fine under the OP, no problem. But, and then for a long time, because this was before the microfiber didn't exist, nor did the Ironman exist, way back almost 30 years ago. And my preferred pad was, I used those for quite a number of years under the rotary. And then when I figured out that the fiber pads worked really good to pre-scrub, I would use the fiber pad, and then I was using the two-way pads for many years. So this was my main extraction pad for many years because, as I say, that microfiber didn't exist, nor did the Ironman. And I was using these as well, but I found that by going with at the time I was using a champagne-colored one, which is no longer available. But so that's what I was using. I'd pre-scrub with that, and then I'd follow up with the extraction with this. So I had quite a few of these, and I was going through them a lot. And I collected quite a few of them, and I guess I had bought maybe a couple of. I'd bought quite a few. I had them on hand, and this was almost all I had for pads at the time. And then the microfibers came out, and I started buying up microfibers. And I kind of switched over from those ones to these mostly, and so I had quite a collection of these. And then over time, I began to switch out. And these I used under the OP as well as my rotary. And I'll just show you something here. One of the reasons that I actually decided I really didn't like these over time is what happens is there's a foam material in between these. And it's a latex foam, of course, and particularly under the OP machine, the constant motion of the OP on the top of the microfiber, and what happens is it's putting a lot of stress on the foam inside the pad, and it starts to break down a little bit and kind of goes all lumpy. It doesn't. It's not, collecting up out on the outside or anything. That just goes all lumpy inside. And and that was one of the things I didn't like about them, actually. But when I switched over, and then after that I switched over to the Ironman when they came out, and they were, I liked them a lot better. I kind of, for a little bit there, I tried the two of them, and I realized I just liked the Ironman much better. And and then, about a year or so ago, our distributor in Canada was thinking of dropping his distributorship, and I got a whole pile of these, really good deal. So I bought a bunch then, and I'd been using them quite a lot. So I had quite a few already, and then I bought a whole pile of them. And then the Super Zorbs, which I have right here, these would be primarily for use with the. Well, they're actually made by the folks that make the Orbot Sprayborg and the Vibe, and they work really well under that. They'll work under any OP machine, of course, and they will work under a rotary as well, but I don't like them much under the rotary, so I don't use them there. But, so I have quite a few of those. Actually, I'll tell you how many. I'll go through the pads that I've got here. Now, these actually are interesting because for a little while there, Bonnet Pro was making wool pads, so I have a few of those. I bought a few and just to experiment, and I rarely use those, but sometimes I will on a wool carpet actually. And And then of course I have these smaller green stripe pads, which would work they work great under the Oric. I did a video the other day showing how wonderful they work under the Oric. And I have these are the smaller 2As actually right here. This is my preferred pad under the Oric normally, and this is the Gladiator pad made by Trinity, or TRS. Very good pad. They clean well, they stand up well. Yeah, they're good pad. Those are some smaller Ironman pads, which I don't like under the Oric because the Velcro, and I don't actually use these under the Ironman under either of my OP machines because the cotton will clog up the Velcro too quickly, so that I don't like. I have these blue standard, I guess you'd call them microfibers, 17s, and I have a few 19s there, and then of course there's the smaller microfibers for the Oric or the Stepson, which I also have. These are the green stripe pads. I was using them, as I say, for a few years there. I use them all the time under everything, under my Orbitech and under my rotary, and then kind of forgot about them for quite a few years, and I had a couple hanging around, and then last year I kind of rediscovered them because I had ended up buying a machine which came with a few, and so I started trying them out a little bit, and I realized, hey, these actually work really well. I kind of forgot about that, and then I recently bought a bunch. I bought some, came up on Facebook Marketplace, and I got a really good deal on those. So anyway, I've been collecting a lot over the years. Of course, these are my fiber pads. These would be the Hog's Hair, and I really like those. Those are fantastic for pre-scrubbing. Those would be the white ones, which it's either that or that, which I almost, if I'm going to use a fiber pad, it's either one or the other. I know a lot of guys like the red ones. I bought a few, and it's like, I'd rather go to the Ironman. If I need extra scrubbing from the white one, then the Ironman is the way I go. Same with the aqua. Call that green, blue, aqua, I'm not sure. And these are actually another, I guess we call it gray. They're kind of in between, I guess. This would be for commercial carpet. For sure, not on, I don't think on residential. I just bought a few of those, tried them out a little bit. And of course I got a smaller one there, a red one. And of course I have a couple of AstroTurf ones. And I did a video recently showing myself using that. So how many of each of these do I have? I know you guys are wondering. I actually did just count them all up. Let's see. I have 18 of the 12-inch 2As, which is, that'll be those ones. I have 4 of the 13-inch green stripe. That'll be those ones, the AstroTurf ones. And I have 5 of the wool ones, which are right there. And I have 30 Gladiator pads. That's for the Oric or the Stepson. I have 34 of the 2A pads. That's those ones. I have 29 Superzorb pads. That's those. I have 52 Ironman pads. That'll keep me going for a long time. I don't have to buy any for the rest of my life, probably. Where are we? I have 3 13-inch Ironman right there. And then I have 25 of the microfiber with scrub strips and 9 of the 17-inch base plain ones, I guess. I have 9 of the 9 of those. I have 15 of the 13-inch microfiber with scrub strips. I have 29 of the green stripe pads. Some of those are, most of those are the 19 inches, and a few of them are the 17 inches. And then there's a mix in there of the rayon with the polypropylene scrub strips, and the other ones are the synthetic blend with the AstroTurf scrub strips. I kind of counted them both together. Where are we? I have 2 of the AstroTurf ones. That's those ones right there, the green ones. And where did we go? AstroTurf, there we are. 5 of the 17, those are the SPP scrub pads, the maroon looking ones, the maroon pad. And then I have 18 of the Hogshair pads. Most of them are 17-inch, and some of them are 19. And I have, how many of those have I got? 10 of the Wake Fiber pads, 7 of the red ones over there, the 17-inch, 5 of the Aquas, 3 of those like gray ones there, and then that one small 50-inch red one. So yeah, I probably should sell some of these. My buddy Roger might be interested in buying them, so we'll talk to him about that, because yeah, I'll give him a good deal. Anyway, yeah, that's, and by the way, this is everything that I own, including what I normally carry in the van. So a good portion of that, for example, I think, and probably about a quarter of those would be in the van normally, and a few of those. So and of course, most of these were in the van actually. So anyway, so now I got to go put it all back in the van and get everything all arranged and everything. So anyway, I thought you might be interested to see that. And this is what happens over many years of collecting and yeah, I actually almost never use the microfiber anymore. Anyway, I'll let you go. Thank you for watching and have a good day.